If you are one of those men and women who dream of working as princes and princesses at Disney World, don't think that it is only about smiling and being beautiful. Only a few of us will have the chance to get the part, and they will quickly realize that it is harder than it looks. Just wait until you see how this job can become dangerous. If this is your first time visiting our channel, don't forget to subscribe, and please give this video a big thumbs up. Today, we are showing you 10 strange requirements to work as a Disney princess. The look. To make children believe that you are a Disney princess, you have to look like one. This is not surprising, but this is something that will shatter the dreams of most aspiring princesses. First, most girls should be between 18 and 23 years old. This makes sense as they are playing the roles of teenagers, but you can still work as a princess until you're 30, and then you might want to switch for the mascot costume instead. For the height, most princesses are between 5'4" and 5'7" tall, but you will also find some characters who are shorter, like fairies, Alice, or Wendy. When it comes to weight, the largest size for a dress is a 10. When you think that the average size for an American woman is 16, it seems unfortunate to show only one body type to little girls who will believe that you have to be thin to be beautiful. But most importantly, you have to look like the character and the other girls portraying her. One woman was fired because her mouth was very different than all the other girls. And don't think that you will get to choose your favorite princess. If the casting directors think that you look like Belle, you will work as Belle. And you should consider yourself lucky because most girls won't get the chance to be any princess. The audition. This is the first thing you should do if you want to become a Disney princess. Look for the dates online and find the nearest audition. This is when you will realize that the 700 other girls in the room have the same dream too, and that you will have to compete against them. The audition is really long and can even take 2 days. The first thing the casting directors will do is see if you look like any Disney princess. This means that you might not get a chance no matter how good you are. Then you will have to learn a dance routine and perform it. The most important thing is not being the best dancer, but being the most entertaining. Just keep smiling and try to do something that will make the children laugh. A girl failed the dance routine and ended up being chosen anyway because she had a positive attitude, so you don't have to worry too much. If the casting directors like you will then get the chance to read a script to show off your acting skills, do some improv, and then do the interview. Some girls will even get the chance to try on the costume, and this is usually the last step to becoming a Disney princess. Unfortunately, if it doesn't suit you, you might have done all this for nothing. No matter what, just keep smiling. And if you don't get the part, just try again next year. The training. Don't think that it's easy to become a Disney princess. It is much more than just smiling and looking beautiful. The training usually takes 5 days, and you have to study the film intensively with a trainer. It might sound fun, but you will actually have to remember a lot of lines from the movies and learn everything there is to know about your character. There are worksheets that you have to complete, so you'd better know how to answer questions like, who is her favorite person? Or what does she do in her spare time? You will also learn how to move like the princess that you're portraying and imitate her voice. Another important thing to do is to learn to write like the Disney princess. They all have their own signature, and you want to be able to do it perfectly. You will also have to watch other princesses like you greeting guests. This is how you will learn to imitate not only the princess, but also the other girls portraying her. It might sound like you have a lot of stuff to learn, but imagine doing that for many princesses. Some girls play different characters, so they have to do this several times to make sure that they are perfect for every role. Who said that being a Disney princess was easy? The preparation. You have heard it before. You have to suffer to be beautiful. But don't worry. Becoming a Disney princess won't be too painful unless you are very impatient. It takes about an hour to do the makeup and dressing up. The first thing you have to do is your makeup. And don't think that there is going to be any professional makeup artist to help you. Every princess has to learn how to do her own makeup perfectly. They give you everything you need and also teach you how to do it properly during training. Then, you have to put on the wig and make sure it stays on your head all day. You can even have contacts to change your eye color to make sure that you look just like the character. The final step is putting on your dress, which can take 5 to 10 minutes. You will also have to do a lot of adjustments and touch-ups during the day. The cosmetic team checks your makeup before you go on set to make sure that everyone looks perfect. It's really awkward when someone is disapproved because their arms got too chubby or they had an acne breakout. All the Cinderellas have to look the same, and this is why it is important to take it seriously. So even if you see in the movies that Disney princesses just woke up like this is really an unrealistic beauty standard. The character. When you work as a Disney princess, you don't act like the character. You are the character. That means that no matter what happens, you have to stay the perfect princess that you are paid to be. There are so many rules that they are always afraid of being in trouble. They cannot sit, they cannot cross their arms, and they should always do the voice. Snow White is one of the hardest characters to do because of her high-pitched voice. The girl playing her role said that she developed inoperable nose erodes over time, so it will forever be difficult for her to speak or sing. The princesses also cannot talk about anything outside Disney. For example, Aurora can't say who is her favorite superhero, because this is not part of her universe. Another thing that you might have noticed is that all the people working there have to do the Disney point, which means pointing with 2 fingers. They believe that it is less rude than pointing with 1 finger. One Disney princess even claimed she was fired because of that mistake. But what must be really difficult is staying in character even when really bad things happen. A princess said that a kid accidentally peed on her dress, and she had to wear it all day while trying to ignore the smell. When we know all this, we think that it's better to be imperfect, normal people. The improv. To stay in character, you are also required to be the best in improv. Kids are going to ask you a lot of questions, and you always need to have a good answer. The princesses are not allowed to say no, so no matter what happens, they will have to find a solution to guests' problems. Pocahontas is one of the most difficult characters to play because she really existed, and children know about her story. One time, a little boy came to her and said that his class visited her grave last year. We don't know how Pocahontas answered, but it was probably a tough one. Smart kids are a lot of trouble. It is also hard to play a character who speaks another language, because you have to find a reason why you can't speak Chinese when you're Mulan, or French when you're Belle. Some people just ask really random questions, like how many poison apples Snow White can fit in her mouth and still be able to talk. The answer is 2. A girl also saw Prince Adam as a beast and asked, what did he do that was so bad to be turned into a beast again? We don't know how we would answer this one, but this little girl is a smart one. The strength. Working as a Disney princess can be really difficult. It is not only about being beautiful, greeting guests, and taking pictures. Most of them have to work 8.5 hours a day, sometimes for 5 to 7 days a week. They work 45 minutes and then have a 15-minute break. But sometimes it is so hot outside that it becomes unhealthy to work for so long. When the weather reaches 90 to 100 degrees, they will have more time to take a break. And the magic never stops, so many princesses are still working on holidays like Christmas. But the pay isn't that good for that kind of job. One girl said that she started at $13.50 an hour, and the most she could make was $16 an hour. That's not a lot of money for all the requirements that they have. Moreover, hanging out with Disney princesses is not always fun. It's like being in a high school where they are considered to be the mean girls. They say that being a princess is like being in a sorority. So they might be friends, but a lot of people are jealous of them. It seems like there is a lot of drama. As many guests saw Cinderella taking illegal substances, her job must be really hard if she has to do this to get through her day. The secret. If you ever work as a Disney princess, you will probably be really proud of it. You will post many pictures of your look on social media and tell all your friends about your new job. So you might be a little disappointed to learn that you actually cannot say anything about your job as a princess. What happens in Disney stays in Disney. Social media is a big problem. They are not allowed to post pictures or talk about things that they did as characters. These girls can't even tell their family and friends which character they are. And even when someone they know comes to Disney to visit them, they have to pretend that they are just like any other guest. When they are Disney princesses, they are not themselves anymore. This is why a lot of members of the Disney cast become best friends, because they are the only ones they can talk to. We even heard about many princes and princesses dating each other and making out in secret somewhere in Disney World. But make sure their boss never hears about this. The only reason why we know about all this is that former Disney princesses revealed their secrets after quitting their jobs. But those who work at Disney right now would get in trouble for saying all this. The danger. You might think that nothing bad can happen when you're working with kids. And most of the time, they are not the problem. But the grown-ups are irresponsible. A lot of parents encourage their kids to hit mascots and Disney princesses. Even though they did nothing wrong, they just seem to think it is fun to annoy them and see how they will react. There are also a lot of creepy men trying to flirt with them. Disney princesses are used to getting phone numbers and even see people asking them to marry them. But some men can do things that are really inappropriate. For example, Snow White said that an old man would visit her every Saturday and tried to kiss her. Then one day, he realized that she was the only Snow White with brown eyes. He threatened to get rid of all the other princesses with blue eyes so he could be with her. This girl had to report him to security, and his annual pass was revoked. But the most popular princess was actually Pocahontas. She said that a lot of dads hit on her, would take pictures alone with her, and wouldn't be shy to say inappropriate things. No matter what happens, they have to deal with this situation, make sure that all the other guests are happy, and never stop smiling. The smile. The most beautiful makeup any girl can wear is a smile. And it is true for Disney princesses, too. No matter what we said previously, Disney princesses have to keep a smile on their face. As soon as guests can see you, you have to be smiling for at least an hour straight. And if you ever stop, people will quickly think that you're rude, and you will get in trouble. Your boss doesn't want to see any picture without you smiling. A cast member revealed that her face literally hurt the first few weeks, but she had to keep smiling to be the perfect woman that they expected her to be. Fortunately, there are also a lot of reasons to smile. Disney princesses can sometimes prank each other. In the break room, Snow White and Cinderella were hiding under Tiana's dress. Then, when Belle entered the room, they popped out and scared her. There are also so many cute kids that will make your heart melt because they are so happy to see you. These are all good reasons to smile every day. So, now that you know all this, do you think that you would be able to be a Disney princess? Don't be shy to tell us what you think in the comments section below. And that's it for 10 strange requirements to work as a Disney princess. If you can't get enough of Disney, don't forget to watch 15 Disney princes reimagined as real people. Thanks for watching.